Oz Clarke, wine god and, so far, undefeated wine tasting champion of the world.
James May, petrolhead.
Lovely.
Over the past few weeks, I've put myself through hell to fire his enthusiasm for California wines. But in return, he's tried to drown me. James! Shot my wines and scared me half to death.
No, I've acted as his chauffeur and cook in this gastropub on wheels.
And look at that.
Morning.
Good morning.
Which he's doing his best to trash.
And I'd just like to make it absolutely clear to the insurers that it was his fault.
This time, we're going to see the two extremes of Californian winemaking. We'll meet two legends, world-renowned for blending wines, eclectic, bespoke beauties that offer an exquisite alternative to the other end of the spectrum. Vast corporations who see wine as a license to make as much money as possible.
I'm a moneymaker.
I think I know which one I'll prefer.
And so do I.
And that's another of the pressing social conundra resolved here on Oz and James's Big Wine Adventure. Halfway through our trip, we're heading north from Monterey towards Santa Cruz County, and it's a completely different sort of countryside to anything we've seen before.
And like most things in Oz's life, it's full of woody high notes.
Our next trailer park is close to the town of Gilroy, the garlic capital of the world, and is located deep within an ancient forest.
Right, here we are in the Mount Madonna National Park, which is a place of great natural beauty, but unfortunately it will not accommodate our 42-foot-long mobile home. So the only place they can put us is here in the Azalea picnic area, and there are a couple of problems with this. Firstly, it means the bus is slightly on the cock, so everything will fall off the cooker when we're trying to make tea and what have you. The second is we can't plug it into the mains here, so I have to leave this generator running to keep the fridge cold to look after Ozzy's Chardonnay, and that means when I'm in bed, my head goes all night long. Finally, the tanks in this thing are chock-a-block with Ozzy's waste shower water and his number twos, and we can't empty them because that would mean they were in the picnic area. So altogether, it's useless. I think we should go and find another trailer park. It won't be as nice, but it'll work.
I think we should say we're here, turn the engine off, get a couple of beers out, calm down, and enjoy ourselves.
So the engine's not on. That's the generator. This is what you don't know 42 feet away down at the back.
As ambassador for Britain, I pull a few strings.
If you go down in the woods today, you're sure of a big surprise.
Well, James is absolutely delighted. He's managed to find a park ranger who has thrown out a couple of old-age pensioners and their grandchildren, and is going to allow us with our oversized battle bus to take their place. Well done, James. I hope you're proud of yourself.
Thank you.
We're not popular, so to help keep the other campers at bay, I've bought us a local delicacy to try.
So this is garlic wine.
I'm not at all sure about that. Jesus. Okay, here we go. Oh, nice and orange. You first.
That is disgusting.
Have you ever smelled anything so disgusting in your life?
That smells like the...
God!
That smells like the black tank in the motorhome. That's absolutely foul. I'll give you $10 if you drink that.
Yep.
The lot. Drink, I said. Is it really poor?
It is such a completely unholy alliance of flavours.
Merciful God in his heaven, who the
Bloody hell,
hell
to
would
think
drink that?
People have been charged money for this. Maybe we misread it. They may have said, we will give you $9.99 and a bottle of wine to take it off our hands. That is unspeakably disgusting.
That is... No. Just say no.
We make an emergency dash inside to find something to take away the taste. Luckily, we have some more local delicacies and some Paso Robles red. The red has a strange effect on our wine camera.
Is there a delay or not? I'm looking at that. My hand's going up.
No, why's your head in it and mine's not?
It's great. I know, hang on. Give me one of those. Captain Crunch. And Piccadilly and ham.
Your Paso Robles.
And this all at the same time. Do you know what?
It's alright, isn't it?
Do you know what the dominant flavour from a mouthful of Captain Crunch, Piccadilly ham and Paso Robles Syrah is?
Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch! Captain Crunch!
Now, although no one in their right mind is ever going to make a fortune producing garlic wine, I do believe that most winemakers are ultimately interested in turning a profit. But apparently, some run their vineyards for the sheer love of creating something personal, exclusive, and no doubt expensive.
Yes, and this man is one of that rare breed of winemakers. T.J. Rogers made a fortune in the Silicon Valley computer boom. He loves French Burgundy so much that he decided to buy a mountain and plant the Pinot Noir grapes to make his own version. Not his greatest business plan. He's losing the kind of money that could pay James's petrol bill for months. So how much overall have you invested or spent on this project?
Including the caves, which you haven't seen yet, which are about $2 million each. We got about 20 million out here. It's not an economic endeavor, it's a labor of love for sure.
TJ may well be the living embodiment of a rather sobering wine fact. How do you make a small fortune from running a vineyard? Start by losing a large one.
What every self-respecting tycoon needs is an underground lair. Goldfinger he may be, but he's no Bond villain. He's just a harmless computer programmer building himself a little hideaway in the hills.
I designed this for 3 years. Every square inch of this cave I've got plans for. And I worked on it personally for 3 years. I went through 2 architects who thought I was crazy. They were mining in here, and they hit a soft spot, and it started coming in, and wham, the entire 30-foot hole in the vineyard disappeared. There were grape plants down here.
How much did that cost you?
Million dollar skylight.
An ultimate grand design. He'll also bottle and store his wines here. It's probably the best wine cellar in the world.
Oh, don't be naive, man. That so-called skylight is obviously for launching ballistic missiles full of germs.
TJ only sells his wine to a mailing list of local millionaires, but for now, he's slumming it with us on what will be his patio.
Where Oz lets the side down with an especially fatuous tasting note.
We're in the middle of forests here, and it's got a bouquet of forest.
No, I got, hang on. What the hell is it? It's something...
There's a very nice, rather mature fruit to it.
There is a fruit, but there's
dark
also
red fruit.
There's something savoury that I cook, and that narrows it down quite a lot. So it's either spam or a pork chop.
Well, luckily I don't get either.
No, I know what it is.
What is it then?
Tomatoes.
Now that's fair enough, so long as they're really good sun-ripe, sun-dried ripened tomatoes.
It is exactly like Italian tomatoes that you get with your hors d'oeuvre.
When you think of the tomato as a fruit rather than a vegetable, then tomatoes have a really good red fruit flavour.
That's delicious.
It's got a wonderful acid lift.
Unless you're a new tech millionaire, it's unlikely that you'll ever buy TJ's wine. And no wonder Oz likes him so much. He's a new entry into his black book of posh people who make expensive plonk. As we know, I'm in search of a decent mass-produced American wine that I can get for under a tenner back home. But my desire is like a red rag to Oz, who can't abide the thought that wine is a business.
There's so much financial muscle put behind these plonk brands that they actually manage to spread into areas of the market which one would have hoped people might be able to just look around the place and vaguely wonder whether they'd actually like something slightly more interesting.
It's a bit like when people go on about hamburgers. They say, oh, hamburgers are dreadful. They've got homogenised taste and they're too fat and they're unimaginative. But compared with the sort of bulk food for people who didn't have a lot of money that went before it, it's great because, you know, in the old days, those people often starved and got consumption and Bill Hart's here from eating rotten sprouts or whatever. The world isn't getting worse. I just don't believe it. It's getting better. The rubbish wine of today is better than the rubbish wine of yesteryear. You've just admitted that.
That's completely true.
We're running out of fuel.
The thing about wine is that there's a certain element of social nervousness about wine. And if you spend millions of dollars with lovely pictures of models all sitting around tables, drinking wine and laughing and looking sophisticated, you will prove to yourself that this sugary drink, which is acceptable to drink, is actually making you more sophisticated.
Don't believe it. But there's
I
a much
do.
more important pressing problem.
What is it?
Suddenly, the world's gone bad. Distracted by Oz's elitist prattle, I've pranged the bus. Fortunately, Oz is to hand to help me out.
Ready?
A man renowned for his outstanding spatial logic.
This may be quite painful.
Yeah, hard as you can, hard as you can. Hard as you can, hard as you can. Hey, yes!